Zinanga ndine Kathleen Chimbayo, ndidakwatira ndi zaka 15. Chongo chimene ndi makolo anga ndibaka.
Zinanga ndine Olive Mulongori, ndinakwatira ndi zaka 13. Makolo anga analandira chiwongo cha mbuzi.
Zinanga ndine Sinari William, ndakwatira ndi zaka 14.
Zinanga ndine Anne Epifano, ndinakwatira.
Zinanga ndine Tadala Luka
Antony, ndinakwatira ndi zaka 16.
Zinanga ndine Donge Dennis.
Zinanga ndine Kathleen Zelimba.
Maria Jasweka, ndinakwatira.
Zinanga ndine Chisomo Simeon, ndinakwatira ndi.
Zinanga ndine Thokozani Fideli.
Zinanga ndine Mwadini Mfundula.
Zinanga ndine Naomi Brown, ndinakwatira ndi zaka 12. Chiwongo chimene ndi makolo anga ndi mbuzi.
These girls are the lucky ones. In spite of overwhelming odds, they have escaped their forced marriages. Until their rescue, these girls had no say. They were seen as little more than butter. Forced marriage is a global issue that crosses all ethnicities and borders for a variety of reasons. Protecting perceived religious or cultural norms, controlling wealth, or a misguided attempt to escape poverty. Forced and underage marriages take place in many countries, even first world countries, but is especially prevalent in a number of Asian and African nations. Escaping a forced marriage is difficult, but there is change taking place. One example of that change is in Malawi, a beautiful country in Southeast Africa, where people are struggling against centuries of tradition, determined to develop a new cultural reality.
Life in the village in Malawi for girls is very hard. She has to wake up in the morning, say as early as 2 a.m. She has to go and fetch water. It's a long distance for her to walk and come back home maybe 4 a.m. She goes to the farm and she's working there all the way to 7 o'clock. Already she's late to go up to school. And most of the times there was no food in the home.
Oppression for girls in Malawi starts really at a very tender age. And it's in everything. It's in the way they interact with the community and their friends and their parents. Worldwide, underage marriage is at 20%, but in Malawi it's much higher.
In Malawi, 42% of girls are married before the age of 18, and almost 1 in 10 are married before their 15th birthday. There is intense pressure from family, from society. There is no option to say no. In a world where forced marriage is too often accepted, what can be done to stop it? Can the churches, the government, the human rights activists do something?
Malawi is predominantly a Christian nation. And if you look at the early missionaries that came to Malawi, they never addressed the issue of women's rights and girls' rights, because of course that was a non-existent thing then. And so these cultures have existed well before the missionaries came and have, over the ages and the years still been in practice.
If you have to have impact on the ground, you look at who are the opinion leaders on the ground. And looking at the way our society is set up, the chiefs carry a lot of authority.
We have chiefs. Chiefs in our villages in Malawi are the custodians of culture.
We strongly feel that we need to work with the chiefs. So when the chiefs are convinced, then it's easier for them to convince the rest of the people in the village.
Malawi has several chiefs working alongside the government, but one of the chiefs who is in the forefront is Chief Teresa Kachindamoto.
I'm Senior Chieftainess Teresa Kachindamoto. For me, I didn't even dream that one day I will be a chief, because our culture, Ngoni culture, says a woman cannot be a chief. When the royal family came to Zomba to ask me to come here to be a chief, so I said, no, look at me, I'm a woman. Your culture said a woman cannot be a chief. Have you changed your culture? Said, no. We have chosen you to be a chief because you will change this culture one day. Then I go into the room, I kneel down and pray to God that it's you who will make me to be a good chief. So please help me, because I'm still young. I don't know how I can do it, but it's only you who will give me a path to go.